How was the event overall? It was really good. I might as well just take this time to talk about it, really. I'll try and do a video of it on the channel, and I'll try and like get everything like to talk about. But it was really good. Had a really fun time. They flew us down. It was the first time I've traveled by myself as well, so I was a bit nervous going there because like I don't know if you've ever just tried to fly by yourself and stuff and then get to where you need to go in a new country, but I was kind of nervous. But it was fine. Got there great. The flight was only 1 hour, like from the UK to Paris. It was really weird on the way back because my flight was at like 9 a.m. and it takes an hour to get there, and there's a 1 hour time difference. So I flew off at 9 a.m. and I landed at 9 a.m. in the UK. So it was like time never passed. I fell asleep for the whole thing. But yeah. You met Farfa. I've met Farfa I think twice before this, but this is the first time I actually had some like downtime where we could like hang out and things. So it was quite nice. Did really well. Trinity for the win. Trinity for the win indeed. If you don't know, I went to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Invitational. I was invited by Konami with a bunch of European content creators. And there were 16 of us all together. And I went there with the expectation of not planning to do well at all. Because as you know, I do not play competitive. I do not study the rules or anything like that. I'm always asking you guys for advice. I'm like, does this work like this and things like that? And I thought, I probably won't do well at this event, but it's going to be a cool experience. I'll have fun. And like, obviously the fact that I'm playing against some very good players as well. And then I completely shocked myself. My first game was against Rev's Cards, and he was playing Tri-Brigade Branded. And I managed to win both my games quite easily because I think in my first game, I just had a lot of like draw the outs kind of thing. I had like an Ash Blossom, Called by the Grave, Cross Out Designator, things like that. So I managed to shut him down before he got started. And then I managed to win because I went first and I had a very good starting field. The second game, I managed to get an absolutely busted field, and I managed to get Darklaw. If Darklaw's on the field, he can't really make any like branded boss monsters or Tri-Brigade boss monsters. So that was an instant win. Ironically, the person who won the overall tournament, I was the only person in the entire tournament to beat him. Just saying. Hero always wins. Yeah. My highlight of the tournament was my second game. I was playing against a chap called Zulu. He was playing Pendulums, and I won the first game. Did very well. Used Vision Hero Trinity, I think. Second game, I lost. I made a very silly misplay, but I think I was going to lose that game, like, regardless. So that game was a wash. Third game, lost the coin flip. He went first, got set up. My turn, completely bricked. Had nothing. Set Forbidden Droplets face down. End my turn. His turn, I thought he'd pop off more than he did. Apparently he made some misplays and some misclicks and stuff. I think even if he got more monsters on the board, I still might have survived that turn. But I could have afforded to ditch like 2 or 3 cards from my hand and still done what I did. But yeah, if I Forbidden Dropleted the Appaloosa that attacked me, but I didn't need to because I didn't do the maths in my head. If I would have left him to attack me, I would have had 50 life points left, and it would have been so cool to turn the game around with 50 life points. But instead I had like 1,250 or something, and just top-decked Vision Hero Faris, and absolutely popped off. Summoned Trinity, added Honest Neos to my hand, did 7,500 direct like damage to Appaloosa because it had 0 attack, and attacked again, and absolutely profited. It was such a cool feeling, and then I got to get up and go talk, because you get to do like little interviews if you win. And I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I've just got away with that. You can see if you watch the video, I'm just like this the whole time, just going like, oh my god. The third game, unfortunately, all the games that didn't get put as a feature match got put on Facebook, except the last like 2 hours of the stream. And unfortunately, that's where my stream was. I was the last non-featured duel of the day, and it was against Marincess, and he never sort of generated a start to his Marincess plays. Managed to shut him down a few times, and I managed to get 2 wins in a row and win. So there were 4 groups. I was in Group D, and I went 3-0, so I didn't lose a single game. There was 2 other groups that had a 3-0 win. I think it was Lithium in one, and I can't remember who got the other 3-0. I'd have to check. But yeah, the top 2 in every single division went through to the next round. One of them was me, which was really cool. And then all the decks that were like in the second day, there was only one deck I did not want to play against, and it was the Yumi control. Because it's, oh god. It was like Floodgate City. Karyushin, you can have only 1 non-water monster on the field. Do heroes want to deal with that? No. They've got, there can be only 1. Do heroes want to deal with that? Absolutely not. Evenly matched. Do heroes want to deal with that with no negates? No. And they have kaijus. And also, obviously, C stealth attack. Back row was a big weakness for me. Because I really struggled to get rid of back row. The only way I can do it is with, if I have a bunch of monsters on the field and summon Stratos, or if I manage to get a water monster, which I only have one of in my entire deck, which is Liquid Soldier, and mass change it into Masked Hero Acid, whatever it's called, and then pop all the back row. Unfortunately, I misplayed very, very badly in my first game against Yumi Control. I should have destroyed the Legendary Ocean. He even said to me afterwards, if you'd have destroyed that Legendary Ocean, you probably would have won that duel. I didn't do it because I completely honestly, the reason why I'm glad I kind of lost there, I would love to have won the whole thing, honestly. I really would. I would love to have got top 3, but I think I deserved to be put down there kind of thing, because my game sense knowledge and like my knowledge of other decks wasn't that great. Like, I made a mistake before where I tried to use Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer's effect to destroy a card to stop him from adding something, but I just didn't know it didn't work like that, so that was a misplay. And I did the same thing with this. I thought, Legendary Ocean on the field, okay. If he summons Karyushin, I'll just pop the Legendary Ocean on the chain of the summon, and then at least it's gone then. He's got a Karyushin on the field that he can't do anything with. Just in case he has like a second Legendary Ocean. That's not how it works, and that was my fault for not knowing that, so... As much as you wish you could go back in time and just make one small change, it was deserved. So it was one of those. And then I think in the next game, I had a fantastic hand. I said to the one of the commentators, he says, have you got any notes for me? Like, is there anything that you want to do or say and stuff? So well, I want to get out. I never got out Destiny Hero Plasma yesterday. So if you see me get out Destiny Hero Plasma today, that was a big goal for me. So I'd like to do that. And I managed to get it out with the spell that makes it like immune to everything. I was really happy. And then he did his play. I DPE'd. I destroyed one of there can be only ones. And I was like, yes! And he had another one face down. And that broke my heart. Had to send my entire field to the graveyard. Oh yeah, in the first duel, there can be only one. The wording is choose the card you want to keep on the field. I thought it said choose the card you want to get rid of off the field. So I started clicked the wrong one, I lost DPE. That would have kept me in the duel. But luckily, Lithium, while he's playing his Dogmatica deck, he did the exact same thing. He clicked on his Sangan when he was playing against Umi Control, and he sent everything else apart from his Sangan. So I'm glad it wasn't just me. There was a few like misclicks in that tournament, and that's the only problem we're playing on like PC. Hi, Overlord. I'm okay, thank you. Your last board was insane. I want to look at that as like a Zane Truesdale going out with a bang. I made a huge field, and then I died. But yeah. I think things might have been different if I played a different deck, maybe. Maybe it could have gone a little bit further. I know I would have definitely struggled against Spiral. I'm very glad that I didn't get to play against them, because I do not understand Spiral at all. I've never played against them. So like some of the matchups that I would have liked was like ones that I'm used to off of ranked. So like Fluanderies, I knew I was very adamant, very knowledgeable with Tri Brigade, so I knew how to play against them because obviously they were very meta on this. But decks that weren't or aren't that meta, like the Floodgate deck and things like that, Umi Control, I wasn't too savvy with. And then when I played Marin Cess, I was like, I know this. I know what to do. You could have easily won the whole thing. Well, you say easily. There were some very, very talented people there. But the day was awesome. We went to this place called eSpot in Paris. I think it's the biggest esports center in Europe. It was insane. It was really cool. There's like 1,000 PCs in there you could just use. And the production value of like how much money they pumped into this event was so much higher than I thought it would be. I thought it'd just be like a room, one camera, 2 PCs side by side. Oh no. It was like insane. Well, I mean, you saw the stuff. Pretty cool. And you. Sam, you should have used Destiny board. Yeah. Shane Webster, thank you very much for the sub with a Twitch Prime, man. I really appreciate that. Congrats on the tournament. Thank you very much. Love the match where you played through Maxi. That was a great moment. I made like a conscious decision. I'm just like, I'm going all gas. Want to hear a funny story as well? The vice president of Konami, I think I'm gonna butcher his name. I think it was Shuhei Shia. He came down and presented the awards to the top 3. Came and presented them. I think he shook their hands as well. You see it at the end of the stream. And then we all went for nom noms afterwards. We went for a meal. So we're all at this place. Me and the boys, we're all here. Got Lithium. We've got the announcer for the day. Rev's cards, one of the commentators next to me. We've got one space left on our table. The vice president of Konami just comes over and just sits with us and just starts having like food and things with us. I'm there with my my cocktail. I'm just like, it was really cool. He's like this very like reserved Japanese businessman kind of thing. But he'd say, so what do you do? I'm like, oh, I do this and this. And he's like, oh, what do you like? I asked him if he played Yu-Gi-Oh! He says he used to play it when he was younger. He says his favorite monster was Chaos Emperor Dragon. I was like, oh, that's awesome. But you can imagine though, like someone like that just sitting next to you. And did you ask him for free gems? No. What was his favorite deck? He said the last deck he played was Black Wings. That was the last time he played Yu-Gi-Oh! I assume he's too busy now. Oh, another cool moment. We had all the German YouTubers. So here's our little table. All like English-speaking people. I mean, everyone there spoke really great English, which made me feel very culturally insensitive, but whatever. So we got all the German players over here. We had all the Spanish players over there. And what was on TV? Germany versus Spain for the World Cup. And obviously they're just going mental every time someone scored. It ended on like 1-1. It was pretty cool. He sounds like Chaos Emperor Dragon would be his ace. And you can see that for like a President Konami. No, I didn't challenge him to a duel for majority share of the company. But yeah, it was really good. I had a really good time. It was really fun. I really impressed myself with how well I did, considering I thought I'm just going to get all L's at this thing, and then actually did quite well. The girl that came second, Colossa. Now, honestly, representing the UK, me, Farfa, or Rev's cards, I would have been happy if any of us won, because then it's UK hype. Obviously, I was the only English one there. There was 2 Scottish players, so it was technically Scotland featuring England. But I was happy that Rev... But it was the final, obviously. It was Colossa versus Rev's cards. Rev's cards to win UK representation. But Colossa, I really felt like she had so much passion for Yu-Gi-Oh! Every time we'd finish a day there, and we'd be like going home on the train or whatever, she would just talk non-stop about like her deck, the plays that she wants to do, and things like that. She had like a one-track mind for Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, I guess if someone deserves this, it's someone like as passionate for the game as this. So it's pretty cool. Are you able to show the deck you played in Master Duel? I can. I can show it you properly. We might as well wait till the new month, because I'm going to play that all for December. I thought that'd be quite cool, because I've been practicing with it for like the past 2 weeks, so that I could play it for this thing. But I feel like my strength was I learned the deck as best that I could, which was great, which meant that I knew what I was doing with the deck. I knew how to get out Trinity. I knew how to get out certain monsters when I particularly needed them. Like, I knew how to get my Destiny Hero Plasma on the field when I needed to do it. And I almost always got my DPE out every single game. I learned the lines and I learned the combos. I'm very proud of that of myself. My issue was knowledge of other decks. And I think that's what separates myself and from other people, being like, I was good, those people were better because they knew more about more things, kind of thing. So, yeah, that was it. I thought hero decks were ultra expensive to make. Oh, it was. They covered my costs. Don't worry. Yes. That's why we're playing hero for the next month. I can't afford another deck right now. That's why I've only got like 2k gems. I like how nobody noticed that my gems basically disappeared. Because I think I had like 6,000 and then they were all gone. No one was like, there's all your gems gone. What have you bought? Yeah, Destiny Hero December kind of works, doesn't it? D-Hero December. Hero December. You put money in the game. Technically, it was sponsor money. It was only the bundle deal thing, but I had to do it. If I didn't do it, I wouldn't be able to practice for the thing. Honestly, if I didn't practice with it, I would have lost my first game. So I'm still going to call myself free to play because I would have made this deck free to play regardless, but it was very expensive, yes. Yeah, I didn't play with my account while I was there. They had them all like already set up, probably to stop like cheating or something. Clock Tower Prison and get... Yeah, I think there's like 1 or 2 little changes I'd like to make to the deck now that I don't have to play it anymore. The big one... Well, we'll go for it. I don't need to go into it now. Which pick heroes? They're awesome. So cool. Absolute dope. Somebody read my bits? Little Nanaki. I'm so sorry. Hi, Sam. I found your channel by YouTube recommendations and really like what you do. And always wait for the next Who Really Won videos. Keep up with the good content. Little Nanaki, thank you very much for the kind words. We have a new Who Really Won coming out not too soon, but a little while away. I'm going to do a top 10 for the first time in forever as my next video. And I think we're going to do Noah Kaiba versus Yugi and Seto. I think that's the goal. Were there any additional restrictions to what you could play outside the normal ban list? No, I don't think there was anything like that, no. It was just what was legal in the game at the time. Who really won EU Invitational 2022? I might make that a title for my, like, vlog thing. I felt bad for Farfa, just had some bad draws in his game. Yeah. He did well, though. I don't think he ever made his, The Arrival, which was a shame. He's watching Yugi Knows Yugi Pro. Yeah. How was it, by the way? It was really good. I had a really nice time. I had to get my flight I had to be up at 5 a.m. We went for a meal. I think I got back to the hotel with like 1 or 2 of the people there at like 12 o'clock. And then we went and got like a couple like just little beers to drink while we were there. I think I ended up going to bed at like 3 or 4 a.m. Had 1 hour's sleep, got up, got ready like this, went downstairs, called an Uber, got the Uber to the place, almost fell asleep in the taxi, went through all like checking and everything to get to the plane. I went straight to my gate, didn't have any food or anything, just literally sat at the gate where I was meant to fly from, put some alarms on my phone just in case I fell asleep, put my hand on my face like this, fell instantly to sleep. At some point, I must have heard loads of noise, and I opened my eyes, looked at my phone. It's final boarding for, back for me. I was like, oh my god. Quickly got up, just walked to the gate. I'm like, I'm on this one, please. So yeah, it was one of those very lucky situations where if I wouldn't have woke up, I don't think anyone was going to wake me up, I think they've just left me there. And then I fell asleep on the plane, instantly woke up back in England. You look pretty fresh on the stream. Oh, thank you very much. Spoilers, day 1. I was running on 2.5 hours sleep or something like that. I think I was just nervous. I couldn't get to sleep on the night. So I had like loads of little micro sleeps where I was just like, gone, then back up. Gone, then back up. I was going to have a shower in like the middle of the night to see if it like maybe would make me go to sleep or something. But I ended up getting like a full like hour and a half towards the end. But I actually felt quite fresh throughout the day. I felt like alert and awake and stuff. And then after we finished that day ran a little bit longer than we thought it would. And then I just went home, lay in the bed, went straight to sleep. What archetype deck are you thinking about doing next? What for these streams? I'm going to play Hero for December. New Year, I have no idea yet. What other swag did you get other than the hoodies? Unfortunately, I was the only person to suffer. I was the last person to get to Paris. There was one other person. And we all went for food, and then a couple of us went for like a couple drinks. And they put a message saying, your swag bags are at the hotel. I'll hold on to them, so just come down and get them. I says, oh, I'm just out at the moment, so when I come back, I'll love to grab it. He says, oh, we've just gone back to the room, so you'll have to grab it tomorrow. And it turns out, I don't know what happened, if it got misplaced, something. Maybe one of the other people might have picked it up. They took my swag bag, and I didn't get one. But what would I have get? What could I show you now? This is my swag. I would have had the Exodia mouse pad mat thing that you saw us playing on. I would have had a Razer Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel branded mouse. I would have had a Rescue Rabbit plushie worth a ton. A Master Duel backpack and a Master Duel jumper. But luckily, I thieved one because I needed one to stream with, to play with, sorry. So that's nice though. It's really good quality. So yeah, I literally wore this the entire time. So yeah, it was a shame. I mean, I told the guy, I was like, is there any chance there's any more of these? And he's like, you could check in the thingy room and see if there's one there. There wasn't one. He says, I'll try and get in touch with like the person who organized it to see if we can get sent you on. I said it didn't matter if not. Like, it's not the end of the world. Honestly, I like a bit of swag. It's nice. It's nice to get like a couple things, but I don't know. No worries if not. So everybody else is there with a little Rescue Rabbit plushes. There's just me. Happy for you. Didn't I stream on Twitch? Yeah, man. Stream 4 times a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. Sam was there for the experience, yeah. That's the first ever competition I've went to in 10 years. I just noticed you put your hangers on backwards like a magman. Like this? Yeah, I hook them on like that because then you can just go like this. Whereas when it's because of the shape of, You see how the board comes down? Otherwise, I'm lifting it up and I'm hitting the thing and then coming down. But with this, because there's more space at the back, I can go like that. There's logic to it. How did you do? I didn't see. I made it to the finals, but I got eliminated in the quarterfinals through not misplay, through not practicing against enough decks, for not having enough knowledge with other decks, I think. But I might have still lost, I think. Just the person who played, he was a good player. He gave me a was it him? I think it was. I can't remember. I had a conversation with someone about how hard it was for them to go to YCSs and stuff. So they would love to go to more competitions. They just can't afford it. So them going to this, and like if he beat me, then I was like, I guess that's fair. That makes sense. Everyone had a Cinderella story.